Welcome back. We're going to be going back to a normal schedule where it's about two and a half hours of a session now. I mean, because I don't have anything coming up for until like Thursday. So yes, yes, we are going to talk to the prophet because I mean, the demon weapon. That sounds interesting, but I've been wanting to do the prophet mission for a while, so we're just gonna talk to him.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there. I awoke in a city of Bretons, its air heavy with the smells of baked bread, horses, and intrigue. Daggerfall. The harborage is in an abandoned cave outside the city.
Okay, so where the fuck am I going? I'm going over here. Ooh. Can I just swim there? Or do I have to go around? Let me go have a look. Maybe I can just swim all the way there. I hope I can. No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go around. I'm technically gonna be playing this a lot more of like a hardcore run because I don't know what the official like Elder Scrolls hardcore run is, but I cannot get companions because I haven't bought any of the expansions yet, and I was trying to save that for the next playthrough, you know. So for now, I am not gonna have a companion because I mean companions. I looked I read up on it, and you cannot get them unless you buy the expansions. So I'm kind of at a disadvantage compared to like a lot of people, and you know what? It's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't have to buy the expansions to like enjoy the game or you know like succeed in the game. The companions make it a bit easier, I think, but overall, I don't think it's required. And I'm pretty sure you can just buy the the ESO Plus, and you can get the companions, I think, or unlock this story quest, so to say. So if I ever feel like I'm really struggling, I'll just buy the like Plus version, you know. But for now, I think we're just gonna continue with the way we are. Because I mean, we haven't like really struggled that much. So I don't think it's really needed.
I hear familiar. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
How the fuck do you want me to enter your mind? Okay, he's doing something. Okay, I was gonna say it's getting grey, but it's not doing any. Okay, hello.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis.
This place looks kind of cool.
My part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
Oh.
The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
Can I interact with it? No? Lucky.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
Yeah, like in Skyrim.
I only know that you are
pretty
important,
sure.
Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the 5 companions.
Like I said, my knowledge of the lore of the Elder Scrolls is a bit far behind because I haven't played Oblivion in years and I haven't played Skyrim in years, and I've forgotten a hell of a lot of the lore and I haven't like really brushed up on it, so I may do that.
The 5 companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind
No,
fool.
go on, I need to know
It's
more.
time you met the 5 companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Okay, fine, whatever. I would like more lore, but I mean, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Why are you taking so long? Come
Lyris
on.
Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamarco, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
My executioner, ooh.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Menimarco convinced Veren that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Veren as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Veren conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Veren chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Veren and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Veren's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
Aye.
The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Veren was able to seize the Imperial throne years before.
Yeah, but there's only 3, but it's 5. One's the traitor. So the missing one.
Manamarco the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Veren to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
Aye.
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Where am I looking? I am looking this way. Why is there 2 moons? Oh, let's go.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Oh no.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky is opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Well, sky's fine, right? Looks like it is. I was trying to get the best camera angle there, but I went third person to see what was happening with the sky.
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt.
Okay, so that's why the world is so fucked at the moment. Okay.
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal.
Aye.
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
I'm glad I could help.
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was born by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierced the twin veil and seemed to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction appearing all throughout Tamriel.
so what we have to do is remove the anchors, if I understand correctly now. Oh. How the fuck are you taking so long? Let's hurry up, Prophet.
If
They
the
got
Lord
stuff.
of brutality and domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane melt. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Molog Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say.
Okay, so the Dark Necromancer is trying to merge the two worlds so his Dark Master can rule over everything. Am I understanding that correctly? Oh.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Minamarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents wherever they can be found and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you to my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
Well, that was interesting. We're gonna go do the demon weapon. So I think that's gonna kind of interesting to see what the fuck is happening there. What's this? It's crit damage by 5. Still kinda want this. Anything else, by the way? Oh. Got that. Got this. Weapons. What's in the weapons? Bow? Ooh. Okay, archery. Increase your critical chance by... Okay. What's volley do? Arrows into the sky. Dealing physical damage to enemies. Okay. Target area every 1 second for 10 seconds after 10 second delay. Increase the duration. Oh, okay. What's this? Increase the radius and damage done. That sounds a bit better. Actually, I mean, 2 extra seconds, doesn't that deal a bit more damage than this? Because this is only like a 200 increase in damage. It's 8 seconds. While this is 600 and it is for 2 seconds longer, so isn't that technically... Damn, I don't know which one's better. 5 meters... Duration 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Oh, okay, there we go, 12 seconds. I think this one is technically better. That's 8,820 damage. Well, this is... I need to calculate it. My brain doesn't work so fast. Well, I hate doing math. don't know. I'm just gonna go with this one, it's easy. Okay. And I think this is actually quite good, because the more I crit the better, if I'm not wrong. Is there any passives in here that I can get? Max health, that could be nice. Your physical, that would also be nice, especially now that stuff is getting harder. Can't get anything there. Fighter's Guild. And can get that, so this. Max stamina. I do think I'm gonna get this. This is nice, but I have to be further away, so against enemies at longer range. While this is just a permanent increase, no matter where I'm standing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I know I should be following the recommended, so next time I'm gonna get, I want to get this because I think it's a much better ultimate than the one I have on now. Okay. So I gotta stop the big chains from merging our world together. If I understand that correctly. Then at the end we're gonna either be fighting the Necromancer, he's gonna be like the final boss, or he's gonna be like the second to last boss, and then we're gonna fight the big baddie he's serving, if I'm understanding that correctly, which probably not. But we never know. Okay, so we're just gonna run back and go over here. Horse. Auto run, and we just follow the road. How much inventory do I currently have? 102.
The time is now. Seek me by the cliffs outside Daggerfall.
What? What? No, we're gonna go do the demon weapon first. Man, there's so many quests. I want to do all of it because I don't know what I'm gonna get for everything. And I find that quite nice. So we're going to do demon weapon, and I want to go and do the quest for the puppy.
For the Knights of the King.
There looks like there's a stray dog just walking around in the city, and I feel bad for it, so I'm gonna go and do that. After I'm done with this quest.
In the name of
Always
the king.
a pleasure, Thar.
I see my summons reached you. Good. Good. You may wonder who I am and why I sent for you. Don't. Just trust me. I have only the best interests of the Empire in mind, but we must leave now if we're going to take advantage of the situation. A situation that could end the Three Banners War and get Irene, Emmerich, and Yoren to return to their senses. While these children squabble over territory, the common people and the Empire suffer. We have an opportunity and we need to jump on it. In simple terms, I just purchased 2 halves of an ancient tablet, the Wrathstone. It forms a map that should lead us to a weapon whose existence will force all sides to cease their aggressive behavior. Help me acquire this weapon and end the war. We must hurry. Even now, someone follows me, resisting my best efforts to identify them. While I deal with this threat, I need you to begin the process of locating the triangulants. Without them, the map is worthless. Of course it is. I just invented it. Right now, the map shown on the Wrathstone has no identifying features. Without the triangulants, I have no context by which to read the map. I know a Khajiiti lawmaster, however, who can help with that. Each half of the tablet contains part of a map and an inscription. Khanzari and the demon weapon. The key to finding the triangulants resides in that Khajiiti myth. We must convince Daggeril Dro to direct us to storytellers who know the legend. Daggeril Dro often wanders the Glenumbra coast. We need to bring him a gift, however, and I know he is fond of dusk mushrooms. Gather the mushrooms from the ruins of Endoom, then meet me at the Lawmaster's camp. I'll mark the location on your map. I know about a great many things, but Khajiit legends tend to be convoluted. The Lawmaster must direct us to the secret order of storytellers, the Moon Singers. Only they can set us on the correct path. Now, gather the mushrooms for Dagoril Dro. An associate pointed me toward the scholar Theriah, who agreed to deliver the tablet. She uncovered the two halves at Frostvault and Garlas Malatar, then had the audacity to charge me a small fortune. Still, the tablet forms the map we need. The tablet speaks of Kunzari and the demon weapon he hid away in an ancient place of power. But the map isn't complete. It requires triangulants to serve as orientation points. Without those, it's worthless. Written records are silent on the subject, but the tablet indicates that Kunzari hid a demon weapon. That's the best translation I could manage. Demon weapon. I believe it's the same relic Queen Anequina used to end the First War of the Prides. Khajiit legends, each based on a modicum of truth. Queen Anequina led the most powerful of the 16 Khajiit kingdoms. It even took her name. When the Khajiit fought the First War of the Prides, Queen Anequina used a relic to restore the peace. A mythic hero of the Khajiit. His tales tend to be rather outlandish, so we need to separate the truth from the lies. Once we gather the stories related to Kunzari and the demons, we'll find clues that will lead us to the triangulants. Menial labor? I think not.
Fuck you.
But weren't you paying attention? Someone has been following me ever since I decided upon this course of action. Despite my efforts, their identity remains annoyingly elusive. Only a mage of great power could hide from me. I doubt my stalker has any interest in you. Why do you think I requested your aid?
You're saying
Given
I'm not
your
important
relative
enough, you
unimportance,
bitch.
You should be able to travel unmolested. Once I've dealt with my stalker, I'll join you at Dagoril Dro's camp.
I don't know how to feel about this mission. I mean, an unidentified demon weapon? Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good, and I feel like that should stay wherever it's hidden. Like, I don't think anybody should get their hands on something like that. I'm going a very, very long way. How the hell do I even... Out there and over there, okay. If I come across the dog, then I'm just gonna pick up the quest. Let's just go over here, right? Yes. Someone's killing NPCs again.
If I just knew this land better, I'd go find him myself.
Good for you. I can't help you. I'm lost just as much as you are. Yeah, I see. Okay.